So I just watched the new Demon Slayer film and I thought it was pretty good. You know, nothing special. I mean, it's just Demon Slayer, just action slop. And it also happened to be the coolest thing I've ever seen. How do they do it? Production quality, direction, voice acting, music, sound design, character design, environments, colouring, animation. It's all amazing. Over the past few years, UFO Table has been taking us on a journey. They further refine their craft with each new entry into the Demon Slayer story. They've reached a level where they lack any real competition and they're just fighting with themselves, constantly trying to one-up themselves, like steel sharpening steel. And it's led them to a different place, a domain of supremacy, if you will. They've taken Gotoge's somewhat average manga and turned it into a worldwide sensation. I haven't seen the cinema that packed since Endgame. It's lovely to see actually, because anime has never really been this mainstream before. People can't seem to get enough of Demon Slayer though. So here we are, we're at the point of the story I've been waiting for since I broke down after Mugen Train and read the entire manga. The Infinity Castle. Our characters have reached their peak and they're taking on the full Rogues Gallery. I guess the endgame. That's fun. The story has a weight to it, one it really hasn't earned from a writing perspective, but how could anyone not be excited after that finale? This film was always going to be good, nobody doubted that. The lesser fights of the story have been adapted phenomenally, and these ones are the best of the story, and they have a movie budget behind them. But somehow, I wasn't expecting this. It's just beyond, how did they make this? Can you tell I'm on the natural high of having just watched it? Putting my excited rambling aside for a second, I do genuinely think this is the peak of what an anime can be, at least until they top themselves next year. And yes, I'm well aware that me calling it the peak of anime is going to trigger some people up and down the wall. Chill, I'm referring specifically to the qualities I listed at the start of the video, not the story or the writing. I'm referring to anime as a medium, and when it comes to that list, it's unmatched in every one of those features, and you can't tell me it's not. The Makoto Shinkai films come close, and they do have the story and writing, but no, I'm sorry, Demon Slayer is still, it's just ahead. The number of times I was sitting in the theatre just blown away. I couldn't believe what I was watching. We've got 2 more of these films coming, oh my god. I'll keep this video spoiler free, don't worry, though that does make it hard to talk about without me continuing my, yeah, it's really good, man. It's awesome, yeah. But I'll do my best. Starting with the big one then. UFO Table has always set a very high standard for animation, and while they are far ahead in some aspects, particularly their camera movements, it's not actually anything as revolutionary as people make it out to be. I'm 100% certain that the reason people think the animation is in another dimension is because the production quality is so high, which is more of a budget thing really. However, this film raised the bar. This was revolutionary. No other studio is capable of this. Anime has never seen anything like this before. The animation in this film is utterly mind-blowing. The environment of the Infinity Castle is incredibly complex, as we've seen any time it's shown up in the story so far. And not only does it constantly look flawless, it does so when the characters are fighting at 10,000 miles an hour with the camera spinning around them. Which brings me to the fights. The choreography is snappy and satisfying, the characters all fight in unique ways with distinct visual differences. Despite the fights escalating in speed to insane levels, it remains easy enough to follow. When our eyes can't keep up, that's the point, it's supposed to be too fast and overwhelming. That's the level our characters are fighting on in the endgame. And though we can't follow every move, we can follow the flow of the fight easily. Next, the camera. I mentioned that this is UFO Table's specialty. They create 3D environments and draw the characters into them whilst freely moving the camera around. They're somehow able to draw the characters at changing angles seamlessly, and although you may be getting sick of hearing this film kicks it up a notch. These are the things that make the combat feel so dynamic, and it's something no other anime has done at this level in the history of the medium. Despite me gushing over the animation like that, the part of Demon Slayer that's special to me is the music. That's the part holding a place in my heart. I listen to the DS soundtrack all the time, when I'm editing, reading manga, what have you. I love listening to soundtracks from movies and video games, but the only anime soundtrack I listen to is Demon Slayer's, other than the odd tracks from various shows. Demon Slayer is the only one I can just put on a full episode's OST and just let it play. Which is quite bizarre because it jumps between genres as it pleases. character themes can be so distinct because they're all so different. It's really memorable, it gives characters a distinct vibe, and it's something a manga can't do. Where it becomes really special though, is when these themes get to mix. There's a magic there. We all heard this years ago when Rengoku's lovely orchestral theme clashed with Akaza's striking rock theme. This film gets to do that all throughout. It can somehow jump from doing these synth tracks to heavy orchestral ones, and then to serene piano themes. It's a mixed match of beautiful music elevating everything we're seeing on screen. I don't know how you can have different genres of music with totally different vibes mesh so well together. The team of composers working on Demon Slayer is legendary. Couple that with the great sound design, and it's on another level audibly as well as visually. Lastly, talking about the audio, I've got to give a shout out to the voice acting. Wow, these actors have been pushed to the limits of their diaphragms. Demon Slayer really has perfect casting. There are some really memorable performances in this film. I'm gonna hear Kanao scream when I close my eyes at night. How could such a gentle voice be capable of that? I'm so happy. This film was everything I wanted it to be and more. I truly believe it's pushed anime to a new peak. It seems almost unmatched in all areas. You could make the claim that this is only because no other anime gets the budget to do this, and that is a fair point. It's also unmatched in budget. I suppose it is possible that another studio could reach this level with the same resources. Perhaps that's something we'll get to see soon. This film is making quite a bit of money after all. That's a good thing for the industry though. It could bring in more talent and more animators, meaning less overwork, which is a huge problem in the anime industry. And this could definitely make anime become more mainstream, which has been happening consistently for years now. Projects like this give that a massive boost. So all good things, hopefully. Alright, I think I've gotten my point across. I think I've gotten it out of my system. Thank God for UFO Table. I'm so happy for them that they were able to get this out and at such a level. I hope they're proud. Between this and Silksong, I'm having a really good month. I'd really appreciate you sharing your thoughts in the comments. It'd be nice to discuss some of this stuff with you. Do you agree? Do you totally disagree? Tell me about it. That's all. Thanks for watching.